Most of us know that gut-wrenching conflict when your head and your heart are at war. It's a feeling that can leave you paralyzed, torn between what you know and what you feel. Sometimes it's as if you're living in two worlds at once, one ruled by reason, the other by longing. Your logical brain lists every broken promise, every harsh word, every reason to walk away. It tallies up the evidence, reminding you of the pain, the disappointment, and the patterns that never seem to change. It tries to protect you, to keep you safe from repeating old mistakes. It's clear, you deserve better. You know, deep down, that you're worthy of respect, kindness, and genuine care. Your mind urges you to choose yourself, to step away from what hurts. But your heart remembers the laughter, the comfort, the moments you felt truly seen. It clings to the memories of warmth, the inside jokes, the feeling of belonging. Your heart aches for what was good, even if it was fleeting. While your head screams, "Run!" your heart whispers, "But what if? What if things could change? What if you're giving up too soon?" The hope for something better lingers, making it hard to let go. This isn't weakness, it's being human. It's a sign of your capacity to love deeply, to hope, and to remember the good even in the midst of pain. We're wired for connection, and even a toxic bond leaves a painful void. The absence can feel like a physical ache, a longing that's hard to explain to anyone who hasn't felt it. It's okay to hold two truths. This person hurt me, and I miss them. Both can be true. Let's honor that complexity instead of judging ourselves for not moving on fast enough. You're not broken for feeling this way. You're simply navigating the tangled web of love, memory, and loss. You're navigating the messy terrain of love and loss. Every step forward can feel uncertain, but it's part of the journey toward healing. The ache is real, the confusion valid. It's normal to question yourself, to wonder if you're making the right choice, or if you'll ever feel whole again. Instead of asking, "Why can't I just get over it?" ask, "What's happening inside me that makes this so hard? What needs comfort? What needs understanding? What needs time?" That's a question worth exploring, with curiosity and compassion. Healing isn't linear, and your feelings are not a problem to be solved, but a story to be heard. You're not alone in this struggle. So many others have walked this path, and reaching out for support can make all the difference. Let's dig deeper into why it feels this way. Together, we can learn to honor both the head and the heart, and find a way forward that feels true to you. To understand why we miss someone who hurt us, we need to look at what love does to our brains. Falling in love lights up our brain's reward system, flooding us with dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Every affectionate moment becomes a hit, creating a powerful feedback loop. Time together equals pleasure. Alongside dopamine, oxytocin, the bonding hormone, cements attachment through touch and trust. Our brains literally rewire around this connection. Here's the catch. This happens in healthy and unhealthy relationships alike. The brain doesn't care if the source is good or bad. It just craves the chemical reward. Even if the relationship is painful, your brain is hooked on the highs. That's why breaking away feels so hard. It's not just emotional, it's biological. And that's where things get complicated. When a relationship ends, your brain loses its supply of dopamine and oxytocin. It's not just heartbreak, it's withdrawal, similar to quitting an addictive substance. You crave contact, obsess over old messages, and feel real physical symptoms. Nausea, insomnia, chest pain. Your brain's in emergency mode, desperate to stop the pain. That's why you're tempted to go back, even when you know it's wrong. This isn't weakness, it's survival instinct. Understanding this helps you treat yourself with kindness. The pain is temporary, not permanent. Healing is a process, not a flaw. Why is it so much harder to let go when the relationship was inconsistent, when the love you received was unpredictable? The answer lies deep within our brains, in the way we respond to uncertainty and hope. Think of a slot machine, flashing lights and spinning reels, promising a win with every pull of the lever. If you always win, it quickly becomes dull. There's no thrill, no anticipation. The excitement fades when the outcome is certain. But when rewards come at random, when you never know if the next spin will be the lucky one, it becomes almost impossible to walk away. That unpredictability is what hooks us. In toxic relationships, affection and kindness are given out unpredictably. Sometimes you're met with warmth, other times with coldness or silence. You might endure days of criticism, neglect, or distance, and then, out of nowhere, a burst of love, a tender gesture, a sweet message. It feels like hitting the jackpot. That sudden, unpredictable reward floods your brain with dopamine, the feel-good chemical, making you crave the next high even more. This is called intermittent reinforcement. It's one of the most powerful drivers of addiction, whether to gambling, substances, or even people. You start living for the maybe. Maybe today will be different. Maybe this time they'll show up for you. Maybe things will finally change. You work harder and harder for smaller and smaller rewards, always hoping for that next jackpot moment, even as exhaustion sets in. The cycle of pain and sudden relief creates a powerful, almost unbreakable bond. The lows feel devastating, but the highs feel euphoric. Your brain clings to those highs, replaying the good moments and minimizing the bad, convincing you to stay and try again. You're not truly in love. You're gambling with your heart, hoping the next bet will finally pay off. Breaking free starts with recognizing this pattern, seeing the cycle for what it is, and understanding that it's not your fault for getting hooked. It's not about having more willpower. It's about breaking the cycle and choosing something healthier for yourself. You deserve more than maybe. You deserve certainty, respect, and real love. Real love isn't a gamble. It's a safe place to land, not a game of chance. The slot machine effect can create a trauma bond, a deep attachment formed through cycles of pain and relief. The person who hurts you becomes the only one who can soothe you, linking pain and comfort in your mind. Over time, chaos feels like passion, and stability feels dull. You become addicted to the intensity, mistaking it for love. Breaking a trauma bond feels like losing your savior, even if they're also your tormentor. Friends may not understand, but recognizing the bond is the first step to freedom. Healing starts with seeing the cycle for what it is. Our brains crave the familiar, even if it hurts. You know the rules, the patterns, the landscape, even if it's miserable. Leaving means facing the unknown, which feels scarier than familiar pain. Our primal brain equates familiar with safe, even when it's not. The fear of being alone is ancient and powerful. So we choose the pain we know over the uncertainty we fear. This isn't a lack of courage, it's survival instinct. Healing means gently teaching your brain that the unknown can be safe. The future isn't a void, it's a space for new possibilities. When you miss someone, your brain plays a highlight reel, only the good times. It edits out the pain, the broken promises, the tears. To heal, become an honest historian of your own story. Write down the full truth, the good and the bad. Journaling externalizes memories, making them real and undeniable. When nostalgia hits, read your own words to remember why you left. Ask a trusted friend to remind you of the reality when you start to romanticize the past. This isn't about shame. It's about honoring your truth. A balanced narrative is the foundation for healing. Remember the whole story, not just the highlights. Healing means creating new memories and sources of joy. It's about gently allowing yourself to step into the unknown, even when it feels uncomfortable. The process isn't about forgetting the past, but about making space for new beginnings, no matter how small they seem at first. After a breakup, your life can feel hollow and unfamiliar, like you're living in a space that no longer fits. But this emptiness is also an invitation, a blank canvas where you can start weaving a new web, one gentle thread at a time. Begin by seeking out small things that bring you pleasure or peace, a new hobby, a walk in the fresh air, coffee with a friend, or even just a quiet moment to yourself. These simple acts are the first stitches in the fabric of your new life. Each new experience, no matter how ordinary, is a thread in your evolving story. Journaling your thoughts, learning something new, or expressing yourself creatively all help you reclaim your sense of self. At first, these threads may feel fragile, as if they could break at any moment. You might doubt their strength or wonder if they'll ever be enough to hold you. But over time, as you continue to show up for yourself, these threads grow stronger and more resilient. They begin to connect, forming a web that supports you in ways you never expected. With every new connection and joyful moment, you're actually building new neural pathways in your brain, rewiring yourself for hope, joy, and connection. It won't feel natural at first. You might hesitate, unsure if you're ready to move forward, or if you even want to try. But keep showing up for your new life, even on days when it feels hard. Each step, no matter how small, is progress. The goal isn't to erase or replace old feelings instantly. It's okay to honor what was, while still making room for what's next. Healing is a slow, patient process. Like a plant breaking through the soil, it takes time and gentle care. Every small effort matters, and every step counts. You're not just moving on, you're moving forward with intention and courage. You're creating a new story, one that's uniquely yours, shaped by your choices and your resilience. Every small act, every new experience, is a thread in your beautiful, resilient web. Trust the process, and know that with time, your new story will unfold in ways you never imagined. The most important step is radical self-compassion. When you're hurting, your inner critic gets loud, calling you weak or foolish. But healing means firing that critic and hiring an inner advocate. Treat yourself with the kindness you'd offer a friend. When sadness hits, say, "This is hard. It's okay to feel this way." You're not alone. Many have walked this path. Healing isn't linear. There will be setbacks and progress. The goal isn't to never feel sad, but to build a life strong enough to hold the sadness. You are capable of healing. The ache will fade and joy will return. One day you'll look back and see how far you've come. Be gentle with yourself. You're braver than you think.